Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of ELEV8. I am your host, Justin Caraway, and I am waiting on my co-host, CJ, to join. But in the meantime, while I got everybody here, I just wanted to say good evening and also tap in. Um, it's been a wonderful week for me so far. We're actually going back to work in the office, so I've been doing pretty much Wednesdays so far, but possibly more to come in the future, but who knows? We'll see. Also, while I have everyone, I want to take the time out to shout out my family, my network family, my podcast family here on BS3 Network. We have been growing. We have been blessed to have opportunities to continue to grow and continue to do other things within our network and within our family to continue to uplift each other and uplift our podcast. So once again, shout out to everyone that's a part of the BS3 network. And without any further ado, I want to go ahead and bring in my brother, none other, CJ. He just stepped away, but he'll be back in.
Hey, I'm sorry, I got pulled back to, be a dad. Baby, you say you need some work. From the car?
Did you bring it back here?
Yeah, I brought his backpack in.
See, that father duty never ends.
Yeah, that father duty never ends, bro.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I tell her, yo, man, I gotta do my podcast and shit. Bring them diapers in. Like, come on, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I'm trying to. I was gonna say, just if you want to, man, you go ahead and you lay down the foundation of what we're talking about today. I'm gonna leave the camera.
No, I need
you.
Oh,
it's me?
Yeah.
You need me? All right, bet.
It's your topic, and I'm excited for it, and I want you to lead the charge on this because this is something that you brought to my attention and something that you wanted to do. So I want you to always know that any topic, any suggestion you got, you're always welcome to.
Give me. Hold on, quick. No, I thought I brought it. That one's what? Okay. Jesus Christ, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. Hey, but where your car keys at? The backpack in my car. In my car?
See, that's why you need two backpacks.
Hey, now that I stepped away, dog. Hey, when my future son watch this, bro, you see your mama don't care. I got shit going on. But when she want to go do her little thing, she can't do a damn thing. All right, there we go.
That's how it be from time to time, man.
Man, I'll be like, damn, man, it's like educate you, but she got me doing all this, man. Jesus. Okay, we got the backpack.
That's how it be.
Here you go, sweet. Hey, is there anything you need for,
Are you in it right now?
Yeah, I'm in on the phone.
It don't stop.
It don't stop. Damn. Okay, let me get this.
Just wait till he start moving and he able to ask you for stuff.
Hope this boy don't ask me for a damn thing. All right. I didn't even do the signature. The signature. Here we go. See, I'm just like a nigga, man. Niggas never start on time. All right, here we go. Okay. That was a little hectic, little start. You know, you got to be a father. But y'all already know, I am feeling a little down underneath the weather today.
Oh,
but it's all good. Let me go ahead and make sure we pull up a little bit. Okay, don't let it fall on the floor. Okay, here we go. So, today's topic, This was brought up. So I brought this up to my boy Justin last week, and it was a video I seen. Today's topic is going to be how to handle your children's dating life. And I'm specifically talking more towards teens because, obviously I hope like if you got an 8-year-old, he or she ain't out here dating, but I'm just specifically talking about, teens. And I'm also not talking about when your child is an adult. Because when when your child at that point, 25, 26, you really don't give a damn. Well, you give a damn, like, as long as, you know what I'm saying, like, but that's their decision. So we're talking about teenage dating life, and not just that, but also the intimidation factor of dating as well as a teenager, right? So I was going to ask you, because you got, you got what? You got a boy. Well, you got 2 boys. You got a girl. Yeah, you got 3 boys.
3 boys.
Yeah, you got 3 boys and you got 1 girl, right? And I mean, how old is baby girl?
She what? 12? No, she's 13. 13 because my youngest.
Okay, cool. Okay, so she's about to be of age. Well, I guess that depends on y'all, but eventually, like, she's about to go to high school, and I was gonna ask you, what are kind of your rules and kind of regulations, and then I'm gonna go based off that, off everything I had on back of my head.
Well, really, at that age, I wouldn't even consider that dating at that age because
right.
Nobody has money. Nobody's really, having a car. And at that point, it's more so we're just claiming each other back and forth on the phone, social media now. That's really it. It's not really much to it.
Hey, that's so funny because I've never, so when they use the word claim, that what we used to, it used to be like, hey, bro, like, hey, so you claiming her? You be like, yeah, I'm claiming her. You know what I'm saying? That's so funny because you're right, because you're a teenager, you really don't got no money like that. You don't have a car, so it's kind of so much of what can you do,
Right.
Now, I have a son. And that's why I was saying kind of more towards, you and I forgot. How old is the boy? You're the oldest one.
He's 14.
So he's 14. Okay, so, and I know it's a little bit of a double standard. It shouldn't be, but I mean, in reality, it is. You know what I'm saying? But I was gonna say, how when they want to start dating, and I'm saying dating because that's what they gonna, well, I don't know how the conversation is with them, but they gonna say like, hey, like, I want to take such and such out, or hey, I want to meet, or they gonna be real slick like, Dad, I want to go see this movie, knowing damn well, hey, bringing me back, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But no, but how do you handle that? Because you got yours, they're kind of in that age. I got a 3-month-old, for people that don't know. I got a 3-month-old about to be a 4-month-old. So I got plenty of time before that even crossed my mind. But but you in it though right now. So how would how you deal with that?
Man, it goes so quick though. So that's one thing I will tell you. It's gonna go super quick. Now the thing is that you try to have faith and trust in what you instilled in them early on. As far as, hey, this is how you conduct yourself, this is how you carry yourself. And you just hope that sticks and takes heed and takes hold. And us as guys, it was much easier on us. It's like what you hit me on Facebook today.
Yeah.
Men out there with their daughters, and their daughters like, prom dates or little boyfriends or whatever.
Yeah.
And they holding shotguns and holding pistols. Well, for men, it's much easier. It's really relaxed. It's really settled. It's really your parents are usually excited for you. Your mom is like, oh my God, it's so cute, and I hope she's this and that, and looks like this and looks like that. But for women, it's totally opposite because it becomes, who is this dude? What is he about? Who is his
Yeah.
who is his family? So I try to keep it balanced as far as, hey, look, I gotta trust the fact of you've seen things or you've been aware of things, and you at that age they learning from their peers as well. So
Oh yeah.
whoever they in school with or whoever's influencing them, you would hope that they take the good but not do the bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Facts.
it's funny because I look at, of course, like today's society and today's media, and not so much teens, but young adults. You see a
Yeah.
lot of young girls idolizing the Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? Or the Kardashian family, and it's really like, yo, you don't want to idolize that. That woman has had what 3 or 4 failed marriages now. Like,
Yeah.
at what point do you start looking at her and say, okay, either number one, you're choosing bad men, which is a reflection of you, or number two, something is truly wrong with you in order not to be able to make those guys or make those relationships that you chose to be in. And that's the thing. No man forces you in a relationship. Women have that choice. Now, a man
Right.
can present it and offer it, but it's on you to have that choice of whether you want to rock with that or not. So I always try to look at it at that age, from that standpoint, at that age,
Yeah.
man, 13, 14, yeah, you got to worry about, them trying to be sexually active or whatever. But at the same time, it's a real delicate balance because you want to be able to have those conversations to see where they're at, but at the same time, you don't want to expose them to too much either.
Justin, I got a quick question. Are your kids allowed to like date? Meaning like they have a boyfriend, they have a girlfriend, and you accept them. Meaning like they can bring such and such over. They can be in a in a area of like, well, I don't know how y'all be a household, but I'm just saying. But that's what I mean by, are they allowed to date? Meaning like you accept, like, so if you go to such and such game, oh, that's such and such boyfriend, or oh, that's such and such girlfriend. Are they allowed to start dating? Or are they allowed to? Yeah, and
I mean, that's innocent, really. At what point do you talk to them and tell them what real dating is? Because at that age, they don't
right.
understand. It's like what me and you were talking about. It's more so along the lines of,
Like they
oh,
like you.
yeah, I
Like
like her.
like
Like,
you, yeah.
reclaiming each other. Because
Yeah.
when you hear kids say things like, "Oh, we're dating," or "This is my girlfriend," or "This is my," like my girl, you really just thinking like, put yourself in those shoes. Like, okay, I know when I was young, it was more like I said, it was just straight innocence. It was, you're at your purest, rawest form, where you're not necessarily, it's just basically a girl that's a friend, to be quite honest, because not until you really get to that point of some physical things have happened, or my parents gave me a little bread, now I'm gonna take her to a movie, or because for me, I was riding the bus, to be quite honest. I rode the bus when I was a senior in high school, and I'm totally fine with it. Because I was looking at girls like, shoot, you broke just like me. You finna get on the train, that dark bus 378, and if we really froggy, we may go to the transit center and jump around and figure out which way we want to go. But other than that, come on.
Hey, so I was gonna say, and I'm asking you all this because, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, for me, I'm not gonna like. In order for me, and you're right, and I see through their eyes. So I have a son. So I mean, if I had a girl, I'd be like, okay, you like him. I got a son. Okay, you like her. And she like you. So y'all claim each other like, oh, like y'all locked down. This, that, and the third. I ain't gonna cap. I'm not gonna accept that because here's the thing. I'm not gonna say you can't be dating or you can't be doing this, and because kids gonna kind of do whatever they want, and that's almost gonna prompt them to almost want to try to, I don't know, like just teenagers be just doing some dumb shit. So I'm gonna let him get that freedom, but like how I think I said in the King and Queens podcast, I think I finally got it right for the first time. I think it comes with a level of maturity, and I need to see my son is mature, meaning grades got to be right. I do not want to hear you talking about you claiming such and such, and you got a D, you got an F. You I'm gonna be like, no, you need to get your grades up for it. So don't even bring that to me. Don't even, hey, well, can I go here? Cause such as nah, bro, you stay in the books. You know what I'm saying? Right. So let's say my son is like, and I ain't saying he gotta be an A student. Let's say he's like an A/B student. He don't ever get in trouble. He's a respectful young man. If he tell me like, hey, like I'm really feeling such and such, and I want to spend time with her, there's nothing wrong. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with, like saying, yeah, like, I want to spend some time with her outside of school. I want to spend some time with her, I want to spend time with her, to the movies or this, that, and the third, And then here's the funny part. I feel like some parents be so strict about their teenagers, dating because they know, like, oh, shit, you going to what movie? Y'all gonna see what? Hey, where y'all sitting at? Y'all sitting in the back. We talking about like the wall right here, the seats like right. Oh, nah, boy. I need, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you kind of bring it, but that's going to one of them things you gotta trust. Like your kid, like that's your son, that's your daughter, but that's not you. That's why you kind of want to have that whole, that conversation of like kind of, being respectful and stuff. So we spent a little time on that. See, now I wanted to get to the kind of the grind, the meat and potatoes. Justin, it was a video. I don't know about Diego Chang.
I know. What's up? Thank you for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it, Diego.
All right, with the dog as the AV. I feel that. But so I don't know if I tagged you in it, but you seen the post, of course, with the about like with all the guys with the with the shotgun holding up to homeboy, but it was I don't know if I tagged you in the video, but it was a video which I think I told you about it, but I don't think I like ever talked to you, but I don't think I ever tagged you, but it was it's hard to explain, but it's like it was a video of a man, like the dad, and it was the boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And they were talking, but the guy who was filming was the boyfriend's older brother. So he's like around my age, 25, 26. He's like a grown man. He's just looking at his little brother. And it was a reaction video because the boyfriend's dad was looking at the video. I know it's kind of hard to, but just follow me. So anyway, the basics is you got this grown man talking to this kid like, you ain't dating my daughter. I ain't on whatever. I ain't on time. He talking tough to him. He getting all in his face. And the person that was like the reactor, the guy that was looking at the video, that was his dad, the boyfriend's dad. So now he like, hey, so he like, hey, why you talking to my son like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's, and that's why I was saying that whole intimidation factor, because the dad felt disrespect. He said, hey, bro, don't pull up to my son talking about some, I'll whoop your, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then it was a lot of diversity in the comments, a lot of, he's just sticking up for his daughter, or it's a whole bunch of, oh, he's being a good dad. It was some people in there, well, he's being a little bit too much, because if he talked to my son like that, I'm kicking his ass. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get your thoughts on the whole, I guess, intimidation factor. I wanted to ask you, is there ever a time to be like that? When is there a time to kind of a turn up? Like, like what is your thoughts going into that? And you have a daughter and you have a son. So you can speak from, both facts.
Well, to me, I think intimidation is going way too far. especially
Yeah.
depending on the age that we're talking about. You talking
Right.
about teenagers? Come on, man! Like what you sent me with the shotguns and stuff, that was too much because you got to look at it from a parent's perspective. If I
Yeah.
see a guy taking a picture with my son holding a
Yeah.
shotgun because he taking his daughter to the prom, yeah, I got a serious problem and a serious issue with that. So for me personally, I don't think there's ever a time as far as trying to intimidate a teenager. Showing presence
Right.
is one thing. And what that
Right.
means is even for my son, both of them or all three of them, when they start bringing a girl around, I want that woman to be able to see, or that young lady to be able to see, okay, they have a man in their life that's present. They have a dad in their life that's involved, that's active, that's present, that hey, they should know better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They should be able to look at me and like, okay, I should know better. Now, does that always correlate to I'm going to do everything perfectly? Absolutely not. But
Right.
the intimidation part of it, like, yeah, y'all doing too much because I know I'm with you. If somebody doing that with my son, yo, we gotta have a conversation. And it may not even be a conversation. It may get to a point where, yo, we gotta shoot a fair one because I don't know what you think you pulling. And
But he gonna tell you, but Justin, but them type people, they're gonna say, well, I'm protecting mine. I gotta make sure mine right. So I don't know what you want with your son.
right.
So then what you say to that? So then what you say to that?
Okay, you have every right to protect yours, but what that means is protect yours in house. So she shouldn't have no business even trying to talk to my son if she know her father got a problem with it, and she should be woman enough to tell my son like, look, yeah, I'm interested in you, whatever the case may be, but my dad ain't going for that. So my son should know better and say, you know what, I respect that. I'm gonna leave you alone. We friends, we could be cool, but we ain't putting no dating, no title, none of that on it because I'm not gonna disrespect your dad because I don't want my dad getting involved in that. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you gotta have that understanding in order to prevent certain things from happening because it can totally, once again, like I know, especially at that age, little girls are fast. Some of
Yep.
them, not all of them.
Some of them.
But some of them, they are advanced, they are fast, and they can be aggressive. And if it becomes a situation of, yo, we're not going to be able to be with them on every single move, on every single turn. So if something goes down at school or something goes down at let's say a house party or something like that, then I'm expecting that parent or whoever that guardian is of that child, you give me an opportunity to correct my child. You don't take that.
Right.
So
Justin.
yeah,
Right.
that's where that phone call, because everybody got one of these now. Everybody.
Yeah.
So that's where you pick that up and you ask my son, hey, what's your dad's number? And you give me that phone call and be like, hey man, sorry to interrupt you, but I caught our kids, X, Y, and Z. They
Yeah.
out here drinking, or they out here doing something they
Yeah.
ain't got no business doing. Cool, bet. I'm on my way. And we'll handle that together. That when you do something like that, man, that not only does that show unity and loyal, that shows unity, that
Facts.
shows a level of respect for each other. So our
Facts.
kids should be able to learn from that and set the tone
Facts.
early.
So I'm gonna speak to that at the very end. But now, before I do what I want to do, I just want to let everybody know this is the first this has ever been shown on BS3, right? So this ain't got nothing in. I want hey, this do not have nothing in there. So before I done cleared it. It's good, So let me put this up. So if another man, if I see, so you remember that Will Smith scene out the Bad Boys,
Bad Boys, yeah.
where when they piped up to, when they, and they did all that shit. Look, it was funny in the movie, but I swear to God, that shit happened in real life. I would have slapped Will like how you slapped Chris Rock. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And secondly, I don't give a damn if a dad want to play around and want to try to intimidate. Hey, you show up to. Hey, the boyfriend show up to the dad, to homegirl, and he waiting on dad, waiting on dad to get up there. He out here wanna, want to do all that, try to make himself seem like that is so lame. Now I'm putting it back up. I'm putting it back up. Putting it back up. Hey, I know Ben don't play that. I know Ben don't play. Hey, it's back in my safe. I locked it up. It was nothing in there. I don't. So let's okay.
He was cleaning it. He was.
I was clean. Yeah, exactly. So Ben, don't take me out. But anyway, so that was a little comedy. But on a serious note, I don't. For one, as another grown man, if you just got an issue with the son versus now look, I'm not even trying to think. If the boy was disrespectful, I'm trying to think of an instance to where I wouldn't have a problem with another grown man potentially harming my son. But if I know it's my son, because now I'm gonna keep it fair. You do got some disrespectful ass kids that they need to get popped. I ain't talking about one of these. I ain't saying, but but they may need that baby boy. I ain't gonna hurt him, but I am gonna whoop his ass. But if he's not disrespectful, if he's a clean cut, he's a yes sir, no sir type of dude, and you out here trying to intimidate him, cause nigga, this, that, and the third, hey, this is my daughter. I don't play about my daughter. I kill her. This, that, and the third. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you pipe up to my son like that, and if my son tells me, oh man, I'm just making up a name. Fucking Erica dad was crazy. Erica dad came up to me waiting. This nigga did.
Yeah,
I'll be back. I'm like, I'm like, oh, okay, but hey, let me see what he on. Because for one, first off, if you're a grown man, you need now look. There's a way to authoritate yourself without. I don't even know if that's a real word, but I don't. But it's a way to be like, hey, look, I want to holler at you. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's something I feel like I'll do if I had a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Or if I got a son, I'll pull Shawty to the side. Right. Hey, I don't know what my son told you was going down tonight. I checked his phone. That ain't happening tonight. Guarantee you that. But but same if I had a daughter, and I'm gonna pull homeboy aside. I ain't finna ask him all that. What's your intention, bro? The nigga fit. That shit never made no sense to me. You asking a nigga intention. Hey, so what you tend to do with my daughter at 15? Look, I'm gonna pull it to the side like, look, I already know the drill. It's a way to handle things. Like, I'd be like, hey, bro, just be cool with my girl. Make sure she back by and we cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, and just like you said towards the end, if I got a problem with the kid, I'm not going to go to him because he's a kid. I'm going to go to hopefully the father of the house, hopefully, or I don't care who it is. If she the grandma, I'm talking to an adult. I'm not about to pipe up to another kid like, nigga, what you want to do? Because I don't, and then secondly, that's a whole nother thing that possibly means the father might not respect you either. If he think he can get away with that with your spawn, he think he can intimidate your spawn and this, that, third. He like, and I dare to bring your. As a matter of fact, he said that in the video. He said, he was like, man, I don't care about your dad, man. I'll beat his ass too. The dad was like, all right, well, we gonna have words. Cause since you think you so big and bad, see now you done started something that you wasn't even ready for.
The thing is it goes back to what we talked about last week with man's pride and man's ego. So when your pride and your ego gets involved, as far as especially with your children, you're gonna amp up, but you don't know how far the other person is willing to take that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like what you were cleaning earlier. It's you ain't the only one with one. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you always got to think with that type of like. I don't know. I guess like being from like older generation or whatever. I've always been taught don't pull that unless you're gonna absolutely use it, because you showing somebody does nothing but make them feel like, well, I got to protect myself because I know what he got, so I'm gonna bring mine. And usually it ain't the strongest man that pulls that and pop that first. It's usually the weaker man that pulls it and pop it. So with that being said, like you hope that you can have a conversation with a man, especially being a man. You want to have a conversation with a man, but if you can't, you still want to give that man or that child the opportunity of, I'm going to address your parent, talk to your parent, and then I'm going to address my child to let my child know that's unacceptable. You can't be involved with this individual. You can't date them. You can't be around them. Any of that. So that's your favorite person right there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have to get up and intimidation brings about manipulation from everybody. But building relationships with your kids, boyfriend, girlfriend helps bring honestly. So there's only one problem. Well, okay, it's not a problem, Mika, but and this is just a me personally thing. I'm not gonna get involved. I'm not gonna build a relationship per to say with that teenage boy's family. I'm not doing that until like she actually like start dating like for real, like for real, because I'm not really interested in. Okay, you see him, he cute. Because I mean, I'm gonna keep it a trill. And it may seem weird, but like you're gonna get your heart broke. Like I'm gonna already see the dude. I'm gonna be like, all right, and I'm gonna keep it. And people, and look, and maybe this is like a new nigga mentality, but I'm gonna keep it a trip. If I got a daughter, I already know she gonna get finessed from her heart. She gonna get finessed from the walls. Then she get finessed from the walls. And this may seem bad, but I want her to experience heartbreak. Let me explain. I want my son to experience heartbreak too, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Because okay, so I'll generalize it. I want both my kids, and I'll have a son, so I want him to experience heartbreak because. And people may say, "Oh, I mean, okay, let's keep it true. I don't want my son to be sad all the time. No, I want him to understand and learn from it. Be like, hey, everything you thought about this person is not real. It's not. I mean, y'all are young. Y'all in high school. Yeah, there's no. I mean, it's a small few that are high school sweethearts and get married. A small select few. But I mean, truthfully, that's not how it is anymore. So, so when your daughter or son, so when it comes to that whole having a relationship as a teenager, I'm not really gonna go for it. I mean, I'll say what's up, like, oh, you dating, like what's going on, like but now don't get it twisted. I'm the type of dude. Because I would talk to a homeboy. Especially like if he don't got a dad in his life. Oh no, it's just me and my mom's. You know what? And this is something that's black men. That's a perfect time for you to step up, bro. That's a perfect time to be like, you know what? If you're treating the daughter good, if you're treating the daughter like shit, then I mean, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I don't have I'm not a girl, so I can't speak, for a single. It's quite rare. It's kind of rare I see a single father out here. They're like, I mean, they're out there. It's just rare. But normally you see single mothers. But that's the perfect time. If he's dating your daughter and he was right off from a single, you don't not like. Okay, for example, I got two examples. I had this one dude a long time ago, and I never told my mom because my mom crazy. Look, my mom is a swole girl. That's a Hey, she is a swole woman. I guarantee you that. Like, got the Serena Williams type arms type shit, right? So anyway, when I was 17 turning 18, but I was still in high school. I was dating this girl, and I remember her car broke down with a tire popped, right? I never knew how to change the tire. I know how to change the tire now because I've been done a bunch of times, but I didn't know how to do it. So her dad and her dad's friend came, and they looked at me like I was just the weakest nigga. They come to me, nigga, you don't know how to change a motherfucking tire. Nigga, I rep this, that, and third, like all up in my grill, bro.
Right.
You telling me I felt like Trey from Bad Boys? I'm like, man, this motherfucker's up for the car. Like, I was pissed. But that would have been a good time to be like, you don't know how to change a tire. Let me help you. I got you. So you can help, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, y'all decided to be, try to be trying to be like intimidating. And, and that's the thing about intimidation, bro. Intimidation, you don't gotta scare a kid half to death for them to, we get it. That's your daughter, that's your son. You're gonna want him or her to be treated, like respectfully. But there's no need to be waving any fucking weapons. Don't be out here trying to take my nigga to the back room. You take Caden, my son name, take him to the back room. It's like 12 niggas, like all her damn uncles and brothers and shit. Man, Justin, I hope that situation never happens with this one. I hope he don't tell me, man, her dad. Hey, see, then I'll bring this for real. I'm saying, okay, you want to get the, but I ain't gonna bring it out because I know, Ben fucking around messes me. Be like, oh no, we don't do that. He finna have you a new host and shit. Gonna have a square ass nigga. But I'm sorry, but go ahead though. But yeah.
Nah, to me, man, it's just that scenario that you just gave. Like, if I'm put in that situation and I'm pulling up to aid my daughter because her tire popped. Okay, that's what's up. You don't know how to change a tire, young man? Come here, let me show you. Let this opportunity for you to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I see what they were trying to do. They're really trying to probably uplift their daughter. Like, what you doing dating this dude? He don't even know how to change a tire. Well, let's get it right. Like, she didn't know how to change the tire either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just like what we always talk about. You want to talk about equality. You want to talk about what men can do, women can do, which is totally fine. I have no problem with it. But just like you didn't know how to change that tire, nor did she. So this is an opportunity for y'all both to learn, and this is an opportunity to let me teach both of y'all. Look, you really don't know much about life right now. Y'all both young. You know what I'm saying? Y'all young, y'all having y'all fun, y'all kicking it, whatever, that's cool. Being mindful and being respectful of, once again, like I said, showing that presence, being there. She knew who to call. She called her name. You know what I'm saying? And that speaks volumes to that young lady. Because she didn't call mama. She didn't call, brother or nobody. She called dad. She didn't call homeboy. She picked up that phone and called dad. Now, I'm disappointed in him because he had that opportunity to take you up under his wing. It don't matter if y'all don't work out or whatever. Y'all young. It's not, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work out because you ain't had no exposure to life. You're only, you're at that age, you're only exposed to your community and what's in your bubble, so to speak. So whatever that looks like or what that looks like, honestly, man, you got to know and understand, especially as parents, you got to know and understand that the life experience that these kids are getting today, social media is everything. Yeah, the internet is making things where it's global, it's worldwide, but you're more influenced, you're more impacted by what's in your everyday surroundings than anything else. So that young lady probably looked at you like, yeah, CJ cute. I don't care if he don't know how to change a tire. I don't care if he's $1 in his pocket. It don't matter. Look at him. He cute. the popularity comes into play where, being a former athlete, playing ball, being a stud athlete, whatever, that with it. You know what I'm saying? So us as young fathers and fathers of boys, it's important that we teach them and we educate them that, look, right now, yeah, you may get a lot of female attention, but that don't mean nothing. You need to be focused on your books, focus on that court or on that field, and focus on everything else because you have plenty of time for that. But right now, it's so difficult because it's like what you sent me, the post, and these dudes sitting here, I protect mine, blah, blah, blah. You look like a clown because honestly, baby girl leave, you ain't there. You don't know what she gonna do. You don't know if she, and pardon my language, but you don't know if he jumped in that car and just started hey, I'm going live with him right now. I want to straight up despise what my daddy got to say or what my daddy think because you're pushing. Because at that point, if I'm a young man in that position, I don't want to go around your family. I'm cool on that, but meet me at the park. Meet me up at this store. Meet me at this gym. Like that's how that works, man. So it ain't. It's always easy, man.
Justin, that's so funny what you said. Cause look, what up? Hey, man, get us on that damn podcast, motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh, it's coming.
Okay, but like, nah, that's so funny. Hold on. The answer and solution to the question is to educate, prepare your child from the start. Your child. No, yeah. That's facts. Facebook, that's real talk. Like that's real spill. You know what I'm saying? Like you really gotta educate your you gotta educate your child, and you have to make sure everybody has a different thing about their kid, but like, that really when it comes down to like educating your kid and letting them know what's really going on out here. You know what I'm saying? And literally. Because we've been live 42 minutes. At the 45-minute mark, I'm going to change it slightly to something else. But it's still relevant to what we're talking about. But
yeah, they've been there, done that.
Went more like CJ's experience, but without facts. She needed to choose better. Yeah, hey, what you trying to say, Facebook user? Shit. Hey, bring that name out. Shit, no. Nah, for real. But Justin, hold on. I'm going to tell you, look, I had a car in high school.
Spoiled. Let's be nice.
Justin. I had a Chevy. My first car was a 2008 Chevy HHR with the red and black interior.
What's the HHR?
That's how old the damn car. They don't even make those. Google, hey, after this episode, Google it.
I'm gonna look it up on my phone right now.
Yeah, look it up on your 2008 Chevy HHR. The HHR stands for like high roofage or something. But Justin, man, Justin, you ain't hearing me, dog.
I already know.
Man, you talk. Look, hey, and an athlete that I could drive myself. Boy, hey, that whole thing he was talking about some. Yeah, but hey, we gonna get to the car popping right now. Yeah. Oh, that's exactly what the fuck I had, but the shit was in black. I had one of them things. But man, Justin. Hey, I actually had my car taken twice. I was reckless. Hey, that's all I'm saying. Reckless. But okay.
What's up, Eric? How are you, brother, man? Thank you for
joining us. That's homeboy that was with us.
Yeah. Man,
okay,
Eric,
real.
That's my mentor there, man. For real.
Hey, so I was gonna ask you. So we got a little bit of time, and I wanted to get into it. But how do you approach, like teenage dating and like the whole sex acts part? You know what I'm saying? Like how Like, how does that go? It go hand in hand because obviously it is so. It's a match. Okay, it's cool because it's like I'm holding Caden right now, and then in like years he gonna be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm feeling shouty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it start, look, think of shit. Because DJ is like, he 8, 9?
Nah, DJ about 10.
Yeah, 10. Okay, damn. Okay. Well, I don't watch DJ. You know, he get the liking these little, these little things around here. I'll be like, oh, okay. See, but it's all cute.
Yeah.
Then they get to your kid's age. And then that's when it get
something else.
That's when it get a little wicked. That's when you start going to PE class and they start wearing them shorts up there. You like, damn, you like, hey, Justin, hey, this is a crazy thing, right? So I went to Life School Oak Cliff, charter schools. I went to Life School Oak Cliff. It's a charter school, but it's still on the cliff side. So I went there from 6th grade to 8th grade, and then I went to Lancaster my 9th grade to 12th grade to do basketball and track or whatever, right? So when I was in 6th, I'm trying to think, how old was I when I was in 6th grade? I was like 11 or 12. I was like, I was 12 because my birthday year, because I was like a freshman, I was like 13 years old. I don't know, girls thought that was cute or whatever. But anyway, so I remember in the 6th grade, we couldn't like participate in sports. So, and you having people, and then 7th and 8th grade that you starting to see, like you can participate in sports. And girls mature a lot faster.
Sure enough. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you start seeing them, and I ain't trying to be on no pedo shit. This ain't what this is. But I'm just saying, because I grew up around these people, so you starting to see such and so you like, oh, damn, she was looking like that. And then they update the dress code when they go from 8th grade to 9th grade. I remember it was this chick, didn't nobody. She was like a little, she was like a little nerdy little volleyball chick. You see where I'm going with this, right? You know what I'm saying? And in 8th grade, I remember they had the shorts. Now look, now I'm tall, everybody, so my knees, but like they shorts was like up here. But when I went to 9th grade and when they played in the regulation shorts, them shorts come up the hill. I remember I was like, damn, man, such and such came back from the summer. She had a growth spurt. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, she went from here to here. Like, you just started, but anyway, but the whole point of that is your feelings are kind of changing from, oh, she's cute, to like, you like, damn, man, and somebody, and my uncle always said, you're gonna always want more. I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah. Justin, but how do you, but how do you kind of handle that whole, the dating to, and from when it gets to physical? Because when it gets physical, it get real now. You know that.
So really, I mean, once again, it's all about the relationship that you build with your kids early on. You want them.
Oh, by the way, hold on. I'm sorry to cut you up. By the way, Justin told me that he lost his virginity at a away game. I'm playing. Nah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It's really, man, like the relationship aspect that you build with your kids. I mean, you want them to feel comfortable. You want them to have that open dialogue. You want them to be able to talk to you, and you got to put yourself in their position. It's an uncomfortable thing to discuss. It really is. It's an uncomfortable conversation to have, but it's a conversation that needs to be had. You know what I'm saying? And how I look at it is, pretty much once they hit middle school, you just pay attention. You just watch, especially your boy, you'll see, man. because with my son, man, both of them, I watch their demeanors. I watch how they carry themselves. I watch the things that they do. I watch, like, just this past summer, man, I had them out here hustling like, yo, y'all ain't finna, spend up all my money. I want this. I want to go here, go there. Get out here, cut some grass, right? So I had them going through the neighborhood cutting grass. And the funny thing was, I noticed they would come back to the house, right? And every time they come back, I, go, of course, make sure they did the job right, monitoring stuff, or put gas in the lawnmower. But I noticed we were coming back from a house, and the oldest, he dipped off in the back, right? Hey, he pulled I'm gonna pull my shirt over my head.
Yo,
and I was like, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, okay, I know what he's doing, because I saw these girls that are like his age. They were outside just playing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, oh, I got you. I see what you do. So every time, whenever we walk by there, he put his cool on. He comes, put my shirt over my head, and make sure, trying to flex a little bit.
Yeah, you're trying to flex a little bit.
So, I embrace it because it's funny, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, I need you to know and understand that young lady probably has a dad, or that young lady probably has an older brother, or probably has an uncle, or has somebody that cares about her. So you better realize and understand what you're doing. Like, I get it. You wanna socialize. You wanna talk to her. You may think she's pretty, think she's cute, or even at his age, like you're becoming that physical attraction. So let me make sure you understand how this goes. That ain't happening on my watch. That ain't happening at my house. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and break that down now. So if I ever see him approach a young lady, which I know he won't do that in front of me, he was doing that to get the attention, to see, she feeling me, she looking, she peeping. I get that. But when you do approach, guess what? I'm going to be right there up on you. I'm right there too. What y'all talking about? How you doing, young lady? I'm Justin. Where your parents?
Hey, like, so like on the real, people always kind of, and I feel like people kind of want to stop the inevitable, but, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna talk to my son, and, how as a teenager, when I was getting the whole dating and be as real as honest, transparent, common, and vibe from drive, establish understanding and trust above. Otherwise, they won't feel safe coming to. That's facts. Like, that's facts. But sometimes, kids, because eventually it's a generational. It's scary because kids move so different.
Yeah, different now.
Lisa, no, that's facts. Hey, that's real talk. Lee, that's real talk. That's real talk, Lee.
I love what she said. She said, I stay in my kids' business.
Hey, man, get off that dude.
Hey, listen. That's so funny that she said that, because me and Melissa had that conversation. I think that was like maybe a year or two ago. The kids had cell phones, right?
And they had iPhones or Androids?
iPhones.
See, you fucking up. Kane gonna start with a damn Android.
Look, they got the old one, man. It's cool, no problem, right? So what we do is we have it where it's like all our phones are linked together. You know what I'm saying? So anything that
y'all can do that?
Yeah, anything they doing, we're able to monitor and see it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the phone, the iPad, we're able to monitor that. So it was funny because I remember, because I knew like the oldest, I was like, yo, he feeling himself way too much. Like, you need to go through that phone. You need to see what's going on. Mind you, I didn't want to do it because I'm like, look, I ain't paying for the phone. It ain't in my name. And I had to, and this is something to keep in mind too. Anything that, and I was told this by one of my partners that's a cop. Anything that's in that phone that's inappropriate, Guess who name and whoever name it's under, the adult is the one that's responsible for it. So if your son got some bust down pictures of a girl and he leak it out to his little partners and stuff, and it get out, guess who in trouble? The parent. So that's why I was like, nah, I ain't comfortable.
Yeah,
Absolutely not. But I'm with and just like Eric said, ain't no privacy. Absolutely. Absolutely not. And I had that conversation because it became, you're not respecting my privacy. You get privacy when you out of my house. You get privacy.
Who said that?
The kids. I mean, legit. Like, you got to respect us. We're getting older. Yeah, I know. But And I go back to say this, man. It's one thing that a man told me.
Hey, did you find anything on the phone? Because I thought like that story was gonna lead up to something.
Oh yeah, I did. We knew what it was, and I was just like, yeah, we need to talk to him. So we had the conversation about the birds and the bees and what.
Okay, hey, offline, I want to know what you found because like now I'm curious. Like, hey, now I'm curious to see like what you found. But all right, but go ahead though. Go ahead.
But it goes back to the respect level. And I remember, I think I was like, what, maybe 16, 17. I was super young, right? And I was dating this girl that was, I think maybe 2 years older than me. And we were in high school.
Black girl or white girl?
Black girl.
Okay, I had to make sure because I was talking about some white girl. I damn near clicked off. But go ahead. Hey, go ahead.
So I was like, man, just like meeting the parents, right? And I'll never forget it, man. Her stepdad was the father figure in her life, and man, cool dude, down to earth, pulled me aside. Look, man, I get it. Y'all young, y'all having y'all fun, whatever. Yeah. All I'm asking is that you respect baby girl, you treat her like the queen she's gonna be and the queen that she is. And man, you ain't gotta worry about none of that. Like I ain't that type of dude. It ain't popping off like that, but I ain't stupid. Like I know what comes with being at this age. I know what y'all doing. I just want you to know and be respectful and be mindful. And I'll never forget that. And until this day, man, like that conversation registered with me so far because he went as far as telling me like, yo, y'all really shouldn't be doing anything like that anyway, because none of y'all got the money to take care of things that come with doing that. And I was sitting there listening to him, and he's like, if she end up pregnant, none of y'all got the money to raise a child. None of y'all got the money for, not to touch on a touchy subject, but nobody has the money to pay for an abortion. Like, what y'all gonna do? Tell me your plan. And it was, just really sitting there thinking about it. And he was the one that really was pushing that on me, like, yo, safe sex is the best sex. And I'm like, whoa, like the fact that he knew and the fact that like, just like forthcoming with it, like y'all already doing that. I can't stop it. So I'm gonna try to get in the way of that. I'm just gonna let y'all know that don't be stupid, don't be dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Justin. Bro, I was telling like
yeah.
Oh no, hey, fast, Lee, hey, hell yeah, hey, ain't no privacy in this bitch. Hey, all unlock. Hey, if I see a passcode on your phone getting cooked. We ain't doing that. But like nah, but real talk, like, and it's like real talk. People that be thinking their kids ain't like y'all be trying to stop it. Y'all fighting a losing battle, bro. Cause and hold on now. Here's to the parents. Now, there's some real spill. Come on, bro. Justin, you was 15. Mika, hey, hell, according to that damn podcast shit. Yeah, you Lee. Yeah, you 15, 16, yeah. Like you start getting feelings, things start to get, as a young man, and I ain't trying to get too personal, we get wet dreams, because you be like, ooh, man, the first time I get, boy, I'm going in. You know what I'm saying? So what what I'm saying that to say is, like, I'm doing it in a jokingly manner, but like, I would say be real as possible. And I would tell this to my baby girl or my baby or my son. If y'all could have sex and not have kids, I still wouldn't think you should be doing it, but hey, at least y'all staying protected. Now, on a serious note, because I'm saying that, I'm not giving you the okay to just start going brazy, because eventually I know y'all motherfuckers, y'all kids going, hey, let's go ahead. Hey, let's take this off. Fuck it. Let's see how that feel like. Shit.
Right.
Nah, you don't want to do that, brother. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But if you keep it real with them, and if you tell them, okay, because I told Abe, I said, look, I'm gonna give Caden the look. Here's how much this costs. Here's how much this costs. So it's not like I don't want you to not express. It's just you truly cannot handle a child. That's what happens when you have sex. You make a child, you make a baby. And y'all cannot, because I'm telling you one thing, I'm going to forever tell Kate this. I'm not doing that old grandpa shit where because I'm going to keep the truth, because because real talk, I'm going to be like, okay, so you a man that had this baby? All right, well, then you need to get your shit. And real shit, I would tell that to my daughter. If I had a daughter, if she wanted to get I'm like, okay, baby, you better protect yourself. And they're going to say, oh, it was an accident. No, you knew what you was doing. I told you not to do it. Now now you're pregnant. Yep. Now what you gonna do?
Yeah, sheltering
your kids is no, for real, bro.
No, it really is. And she makes a valid point, because what you gotta realize and understand as a parent is that your kids are not only influenced by you, they're influenced by that internet, they're influenced by that TV, they're influenced by their classmates, they're influenced by the radio, they're influenced by the music they listen to. And I mean, and I know this may date me or make me seem old, but if you listen to the music now, I remember back in the 90s when R. Kelly, like that 12 play album and Bump and Grind. I remember that, and I was just like, young and innocent, but still.
That's still a banger to this day, by the way. I still play that shit in my car. That's still on my playlist. Shit. But go ahead.
But still, like, just hearing that and hearing how he was describing the act of sex with a woman and the comparison of a car, it was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a young man, it puts you in the headspace of, especially you remind me of my Jeep, I want to ride it. Like, it was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now, look at the music that they get now. It's no holds barred. It's straight up like WAP. Look at the song WAP.
Hey, Justin. Hey, Justin. To be fair, I'm not an old nigga, but I do know. Was it the 2 Law Crew? They was out. They was talking about some. Hey, we want some.
But you gotta understand.
I'm just throwing.
But that was a big deal, and that was like even before my time. That was a huge deal. They had to go to court to get that music out there, and not only that, but then radio that wasn't played on the radio. And back then, we didn't have like, oh, we can get on the computer and download it. You had to know somebody that had the actual CD or the tape.
And did y'all listen? Never mind. I was about to say.
I want to hear what? Did you listen to what?
And I was telling Ava about this recently, bro. We gotta keep 100 with the kids. No surprise. Real shit. I was trying to find a copy of I'm ready to call with you. Mom always welcome conversation. I feel like I could talk to you. You have to be realistic about what. That's real fact. That's factually lead. Now, I was talking about. Have y'all seen? Is it called Booty Talk?
Oh, come
on. Look. Hey, I was trying to. No, hey, this is real talk.
They're pretty rich.
Bro, Lily, get your horny ass up out of here, man. No, I'm playing with you, Lily. No, I'm playing with you. But like, Booty Talk, bro. I told Ava, I was like, bro, No, because do you not know somebody wants a copy of that? And it ain't even just because that's a masterpiece for like $400 on eBay. I was like, bro, let me try to find it. You know what I'm saying? But look, that's neither near nor there. And that's funny because I literally, it's just so funny because like everybody have access now to things like that. And like my stepdad used to have that like way in the shelf. And I looked like, what the fuck? I'm like, what this booty talk? I've seen all that black. I said, God damn.
Hold on, wait a minute. So you found your stepdaddy's stash?
I found booty talk. I found Latinas Gone Wild. I seen some shit.
That's
What's
Eric.
that?
Eric asked.
Man, you don't know what booty talk is?
Eric know what it is.
Man,
Eric pulling our leg
man,
right.
Eric, if you don't know about the booty talk, man, go look that up, brother. But
you can't just blow by that. So
okay, go ahead.
When you found his stash, because like even now, I mean, once again, we all adults here. So
you had a stash? Justin?
Nah, everybody got these, man. You don't
I was about to say.
You don't need no stash. Everybody got that. You know what I'm saying? So when you how did that? I'm just trying to figure that out because I remember like, I'm the youngest of 7, but I had my brothers and I would like Terrence, man. Terrence used to be, man, hey, wake up. Sleep here in the den until I get back. He would take my mama's car. And I remember like, dang, man, like having to be lookout, sleep on the couch and stuff. And like, dog, my brother, I was just like, man, I hope one day she catch him. But I was like, I ain't gonna snitch on him, but I was just hoping
she ever catch him?
He needs to be caught. No, he'll never get caught, man.
Hey, let me go to the family function. I'm snitching.
Man, hey, she know now. She know because we all. But he was the quiet, sneaky one. And the crazy thing was my cousins, they all knew. But it was like with my mom, it was like, man, Terrence was like he good. You know what I'm saying? Which was so funny to me because
he wasn't.
He was though. He really was. Terrence was about his business. He kept his grades up. He already had that drive and that ambition as far as I'm going military. Like he had his stuff planned out. You know what I'm saying? But when it came, like Terrence a real pretty boy, man. So when it came to like,
bro, Terrence a cool dude, bro. Like I told you, I met him at that. Bro. I met him at what, bro? Like we bro, we were talking, bro. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, nigga. Terrence never got caught.
Never.
Hey, did Mika get caught? Pretty sure she did. But look though, but look though, I was gonna ask, hold on, so about and that's the thing. See, when I was watching that back as a kid.
Yeah, it's sneaky.
Yeah. Hey man, shout out to my nigga Terrence, man. Shout out to my nigga T. But like, it's crazy how you would watch that as a teenager, and I was thinking y'all wrong, Free Terrence. Hey, Free Terrence, dog. No, man, shit, hell, ain't Terrence like what? He like what, like 50, 49?
No, Terrence 39. He man, I'm so proud of my brother, man. That was like one of my biggest influences growing up. Like watching his mannerisms, how he carried himself, and low key, man, we used to go at it because I would wait because Terrence, older, so I would wait till he leave to go to school. I would steal like his shirts and stuff because I could fit them, so I would steal like his shirts, put them in my bag. The only thing is I couldn't steal were his shoes because his foot so damn small, man. Terrence still like a 12. I'm like, dog, come on, grow up, man.
It's funny how that, how that you watch all that stuff as a teenager and you think that shit is real and you think that's how your first time is gonna go as a teenager. And I guarantee you, if I ask everybody on this Facebook, Mika, Terrence, you, Melissa, Lily, hell, Ava that just walked past here. Girl, did you do that, John? Okay. Did you give me some? It's like I ain't eating tonight. I'm just fucking starved, y'all.
Yeah.
but it's okay. Now I'm a little sick. I'm gonna give me chicken noodle soup. But anyway, no, y'all all like as a teenager, you think that's what that's gonna be. You think once you in there, the fucking goddamn moon and shit gonna start spinning, fucking fireworks. Hey, you know what? Here's how you know we were such young niggas and we didn't know shit. I think I asked one of my niggas because, out of everybody in the circle of like my peers, and I don't even fuck with them now, but like I was the last person to lose their virginity to, or like the last person. Yeah, I'm the last person. So I think this one dude that he had his little piece or whatever. Niggas be lying, because you ask the girl be like, what the fuck? This ain't fucking. And the nigga we kissed, that's it. But you know what I'm saying? But like, I think he did. I think it was at like 15, right?
Right.
So I asked him, I was like, hey, bro, so how'd y'all do that shit? How was it? This nigga was, man, niggas be lying, but I was like, hey, bro, how was it? Because I was interested. Bro, as a kid, like, that's what you're interested in.
Right,
He was like, bro, you remember that time in The Fresh Prince when that nigga Carlton lost his? It was a fucking avalanche. Goddamn sparks started flying. It was the best shit in the world. He was, bro, Carlton was out here doing this shit, walking down the stairs and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, that's how it is. And I was like, oh, word. And then when I finally did that shit, it was nothing. I guarantee you, I remember this shit like it was yesterday. We started at 7:23. I was like, man, I'm at least putting like 30 minutes of work. Boy, that shit was 7:27. That was only 4 minutes, boy. You know what I'm saying? But you know what though? Nobody told me I was, and you might be like, people might be different, but there's some real shit. When you do that with the person like the very first time, I ain't gonna lie, I felt attached to that person, bro. I don't know about you, but I did. I was like, bro, like we had it, you know what I'm saying? And I felt, and I was, in the chorus, you still want to keep doing, you like shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep, but it's like once you start on that, you're not gonna want to stop. You're gonna want to try to start doing new shit. And as a teenager, yes, Mika, it was 7:30. It was 7:23. And when I looked at the scope, it was 7:27. I said, I was like, girl, your clock wrong. She was, nah, that's right. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing though, like nobody taught me like, dang, like I was gonna really be attached. And as a female, I can only imagine. You're gonna be attached to that, of course. Hell, I done got my took. I done took some myself.
I'm hollering.
Lily, I don't know what you're hollering at. Stop. I'm pretty sure your first wasn't the. We ain't gonna talk about you. You know what I'm saying? But like, and Justin, and I was gonna ask, when you first did whatever you did, but was it exactly like how you thought it was gonna be?
No, of course not. I mean,
of course not. Of course.
I mean, you when you're that young and when you anticipating something like that so heavily, like of course it's not. And that's.
Bro, did she tell you like at that time? Because she told me like while we was in class, she said, "Hey, this happening." Boy, I couldn't think about shit else. Hey, she was like, nigga. When I remember this shit, she told me in biology, she was like, hey, come do this. I said, for real? Nigga, I couldn't, boy, I didn't even want to go to, I was like, say.
Nah, you
I'm talking too much about my life. I'm talking too much about my personal life, but go ahead, Justin. Boy.
I'm gonna say this, man, like to bring it back more on a serious level.
Yeah, no, I'm serious now. Yeah.
It's funny that me and you having this conversation because I was just talking to one of my brothers about this, and
Which one?
you don't know him. His name Prince.
Oh, okay.
He's not my biological brother, but me and that boy done been through so much together. That's
Okay.
legit my brother.
That's
But
your bro.
we were having that conversation about like understanding us as young men, understanding the women that we date,
Yeah,
women
that's
that we
facts.
attract, or the women that we allow ourselves to get close to us. You know what I'm saying? Like you really got to think about that. Like at what point, and we always heard about females about, oh, carry yourself a certain way and, protect
Right.
yourself and blah, blah, blah. But you're never telling these men to protect yourself. You're never telling guys or young
Facts.
men to hold yourself to a higher standard. Understand and realize that this woman may, have all the physical attributes that you into or that you like, but
Facts.
it got to be more there. It got to be some type of substance, some type of level that you and her connect on outside of the physical. And man, what tripped me is like I was after once we were having that conversation, I was just looking back and thinking about like, the women that I allowed myself to get close to, whether
Yeah.
it's just intimate, whether it's just legit, just hanging out, friends, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
what value do they bring to your life? And what value, how are they enhancing you? How are they making you a better individual as a man, as a friend, as a future protector, provider? Like, how are they enhancing you? How are they making you better? And that's one thing that I definitely want to teach my boys is, look, man, I'm not gonna be all up on what you doing or who you dating, but I do need you to know and understand that, yeah, that cuteness, that's cool and all, but what substance does she have? Because I want them to be deeper thinkers than what I was at that age and probably what you were at that age as well. Because it's so often that us as men, we, like you said, we mature at a slower pace. But also not only that, but even with the maturity at a slower pace, what's up, little boy?
Yeah, if y'all don't, hey, yeah, he looked at me like I'm brazen. Hey, yeah, if y'all don't wrap it up,
Yeah,
y'all come up with one of these. And bro, this is expensive. I wish somebody
yeah,
preach. Oh, they put on bread. Damn. You have to be careful because those
yeah.
souls. No, Lily. Lily. That's facts. I'm trying to tell you because when you get, he just spit up. Damn. He gonna go back to his mama. But no, I'll keep it for a little bit. But no, but like real talk, that's because I felt I was like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I wasn't like a female, like, oh my God, but like I definitely felt like,
CJ, let me cut you off,
bro.
Yes,
yeah, go ahead.
yes, we were.
Was we? Justin,
Trust
was
me.
we?
Not necessarily female like, but you were weak behind her over the fact of like, yo, nah, you know what I'm saying? And and the crazy thing is when you think about it, you think about like I was saying, man, think about the females that you allow within your presence. And if you truly hold yourself, and that's same thing with nephew over there. I'm gonna have that conversation with him as well.
Oh, you gonna have a conversation?
Yeah. Bro, you just like women like to value themselves or put themselves on the pedestal, you gotta know and understand where you at in life and where you headed in life. Because honestly, once a woman hits like a certain age, I remember that being in high school and even in college, like, man, trying to holler at a girl or talk to a girl, and it's, oh well, this dude got this, he got that, he got a whip, and I'm just sitting there like, are you kidding me? Over a car? Like, especially when I was in South Carolina, dog. I mean, yeah, I got, of course I got my got me a couple of girls or whatever, but actually like the ones that I felt like had some substance or some type of quality, God, they were looking for something totally different that I wasn't even ready for. So you got to know and understand that you're going to progress as well. And then when the sexual marketplace decides to tilt, because women lose their marketability usually at the age of 25, they start going on a slow decline. For us as men, usually you see it more often than not now, especially younger women with older men. And when I say older men that's usually like 35 plus, because at that point, you already done made your earnings at your peak earning years is usually between 30 and 35 is when you're going to earn the most money you're going to earn in your career. So at that point, you become more attractive because you can dangle that little carrot over. I got these shoes, whatever. You can dangle that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is for me. I remember that.
Nah, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like that's fact. How I want to read.
Yeah.
We have too many broken men and women in this world. We have to change the narrative for our children so they can make better. You know, Lily speaking 100% facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it starts. I mean, like I said, like, and truly, you know, and it starts. You know, like when you have these conversations with them, because like. You gonna spit up all over Daddy?
Pat my nephew back, man, before he get you again.
he already done got me a little bit. That's okay. That boy always just be spitting up. But you know, but like no, but like seriously, like and I wish and really in real talk, I wish high schools would start. Not saying like I'm not saying I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel comfortable with high school with like high schoolers, not high schools, but like high school events, and they be handing out condoms. I ain't with all that shit because you damn near promoting it at this point. Because I just don't want this. This brother cost me so much money.
Hey,
like kids are expensive, and
that's
what I really
worth every penny. At your age as an adult. That's what I'm saying.
Justin, I wanted him when I was like 31 years old. That's what I wanted, kid, because I was like, nah. But like, they're not teaching these kids, and that's the thing. Kids, they just get in their hormonal state. Yes, and you gonna do one too. This boy, he gonna make some dumbass decision. I can't wait. But you know what I'm saying? I just hope it don't cost me. But you know what I'm saying? But like high schoolers, like the high school programs, I wish they would start saying, okay, so you're interested in sex. Okay, let's go ahead and let's start talking about the cost of daycare, the cost of when you have insurance versus when you don't have insurance. Let's talk about the dependent. Let's talk about when your mom kicks you out, so now you got to find you a house. So you got to do A, B, C, D, you know. So I'm not seeing a lot of that. Actually, I seen a high school campus. They were celebrating, like they want to do the gender reveal at the high school. So I'm like, so you're practically promoting this unprotected sex. Y'all just do what y'all do, and then y'all might. It's a lot of work, and I dare people to say it's not. I'm telling you, this shit's a lot of work.
It's really honestly like your generation celebrates that because it shows like 16 and Pregnant that was on MTV. Big time show, big hit.
It was a big hit.
The funny thing about that show, and I'm gonna be brief here because we gotta get ready to wrap up. The funny thing about that show was they don't really point out the fact to you that majority of them were Caucasian girls.
They were.
And to me, like,
who that blowing up your phone, dog? Shit.
I don't know. To me, straight up, that was like the biggest, like, you know, yeah, we got things we got to fix in our community as far as the Black community. But when you see that on a national scale and it's celebrated by the masses and they got TV shows, they're getting endorsements, what you think the young kids gonna feel? what you think a young kid is going to think at that age? Well, if this person can do it, I can do it too. Or think about how you were at that age. You felt invincible. You felt like, now my parents don't know what they're talking about. They old. They don't know how things work now. They don't understand how things operate now. And it's funny because I used to always think that myself, like, especially with my parents, I'm like, man, they way too old. And even like with my siblings, I used to think that. But now having kids of my own and
Nah, them siblings are old for real. Because remember, I remember your grandmama was there when President Lincoln got shot. I'm just throwing that out there.
all right, yeah, whatever. yo, yo, your granddad was right around the corner. Don't worry about it.
Boy, my granddad was my granddad was born in 19. Actually, that's a good. I don't know what his ass. Actually, that's a good question. I don't know what his ass is for.
No, but
yeah, go ahead.
It's stuff like that, man. That promotes that type of behavior, promotes those type of situations. And I get it as far as shedding light on it. I get it that it's a realistic thing. It's things that's going to happen. And I hope I'm not doing or stepping over bounds. But even Ivan shared that on the podcast. Like, man, he had his twins at 17. Twins.
Ivan was hot in the ass. I don't know who. Wait a minute. So now you know what? See, I can't even speak about. I can't even speak. The
thing is, you got to respect the fact that he stepped up to the plate, and that's one thing I can say about the men in my family. No matter if they with their baby moms, whatever, they step up to the plate, and that's one thing I'm gonna say about you, CJ. When I'm seeing you holding your son, I see that. I salute that because you stepping up to the plate. It ain't always easy. It ain't always what you want, but you step up to the plate and you do what you know to be right. You do what you know to be true. And that little boy there gonna appreciate the hell out of you once he is old enough to understand and realize, yeah, my daddy was a little bit young or whatever, but my dad and my mama made it work. They made it happen. I didn't go without. I didn't want for nothing. And just always remember, CJ, it takes a village. So wherever you get help from, whether that's me and you talking, whatever, throw something at me for advice, yo, I got you. But nephew over there, I promise you this, he gonna be squared away. He gonna be taken care of. And that's
Justin,
really because of y'all two.
Hey, Justin, and I'll leave this here. And this be like my little final thoughts right here. I'm gonna say this, wrapping it up. For one thing, do I want my kid to date? For one, I need him to have a mature mindset. Which if he's with me, he definitely will. If he definitely takes a village out of both. Oh yeah, real talk, Lily, real talk. But like real talk, you know what I'm saying? In order for him to start dating, he need to have an AB honor roll, and he need to have real mature because he can't be failing class and then worried about a whole girl. At least for me, I know if he want to do it on his own time, I better not find out because I'm like, nah, you failing, so you need to cut that time out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and I do not agree with that whole intimidating. I wish the fuck somebody would put a gun to this nigga, to my son's face right here, because I swear I go brazy. I'm not even playing that. Son, don't tell me that, because don't tell me that. But you know what I'm saying? And then just a final thing, and just like how everybody was saying, it really takes that communication. You have to communicate with your babies. You have to communicate with your kids. Like, you got to really let them know the real, if they want to start taking certain steps, you need to let them know. Because when you sugarcoat shit, you start, they think, oh, that's it. Oh, I just got it. Oh no, it's a whole no. So you want to start tapping some ass. Well, that's what happens when you want to start tapping some ass. Him right here. But that's all I gotta say. Go ahead and do your thing, just.
All right, now. Thank y'all for joining us on another episode of Elevate. I have my boy CJ with me, and once again, appreciate you always joining and always participating in the comments and giving us different ideas and things to run with. So with that being said, man, we going to go ahead and get up out of here. We appreciate all the feedback. We appreciate all the support and the love. Thank you guys. Can't say it enough. So
Exactly.
holla, we'll catch y'all next week.
All right, go ahead. Stay out, bro. Stay out.